All the Silicon Valley companies had used up all the old workspace that had been made in the 1970s and 80s, with cars all around on tarmac, tutus around these buildings, ruining the natural landscape. And it became clear that Google were open to making something that would really improve a district and an area and engage everybody. Google was so keen to not take old models of how work is, but to really explore what could the future be? How do you really connect with hundreds of different kinds of teams and the emotion and passions of all of us? The distinctive thing about the Bayview project is the way that we've made, in some senses, very simple buildings. We've made large, semi-rigid tents, but instead of using canvas or thin metal, we've made the skin like a skin of a dragon or a fish scales. Each one of those scales generates electricity. These roofs capture rainwater, and we store them in rainwater harvesting ponds, which can then be reused within the building. We've put hundreds of new trees, thousands of new plants, and we're using the earth below us to cool and reduce the energy use within the whole building massively. So the sun, the rain, and the earth, all of those things in a kind of harmony. And it seemed to us the workplace needs to be a temple of the values of teams of people who come together. And that means the space needs to be designed for togetherness. And that's why we've ended up with a building with courtyards, with a town-like atmosphere at the lower level, and at the higher level you've got calm and different teams in different points able to feel each other's presence. I hope the legacy of this project will be a reinvention of how people can come together to collaborate and do incredible work, and an integration of sustainability in a wholehearted, committed way. And finally, something that gives back to an area and makes something inspiring to symbolize that working is something passionate that we do that pushes society forward.